The following is an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.
And we are live here from Red Franklin Memorial Stadium here in Haynesville, Louisiana. I'm Brennan Cupp, alongside me, Daniel Wood. D. Wood, we had an exciting time at Gonzales celebrating with the cheerleaders, Miss Smith, Mr. J, and the rest of the DSN crew. It got me fired up for some football.
Man, that's a good way to get the day started, man. You know, you always love coming down to Haynesville, man. It's a good atmosphere down here, a great ball field to come to. And there's a lot of history here, man. You just love coming down here and playing this type of competition.
All the kids know each other, and we sent our captains out tonight. Looks like if you were a Junction City fan, do you see something, D. Wood? I see Hayden Hudson.
I see Hayden Hudson, the hammer, man. I'm ready to see him out there, especially on the defensive side of the ball, coming downhill, man, making the big hit. You know he's capable of doing. You
got Hammer, Hankton, and Woody Grimes. Devontae Grimes is our captains. 78, that is big Mr. Cheer himself for the Golden Tornadoes. I've heard a lot about this kid. He's sitting at
solid. I think
threes.
I heard about 340, and then you got a good size number 79 right there. That's I think that's the right tackle for him.
He fits the bill.
Yeah.
Also have a lot of talk about Alonzo Jackson, number 4. You're going to see him a lot tonight for the Golden Tornadoes.
Haynesville's deferred. We're going to take the ball, Brandon.
We're going to see what we can do. There's 2 minutes and 34 seconds till kickoff. Man, I'm excited for this one, D. Wood.
Man, yeah. This is one you kind of been waiting on, man. You've seen the improvements the last 2 weeks, and this is one you get real excited about. You get to see what you've done and see what you improved on. They played a close game last week with Camden Harmony Grove, and we took a close loss too. We made a lot of mistakes in the first week, but they came out, I believe they came out 21-20 over them. But, I mean.
That was a good football game, man, and I can see why. I've heard a lot of Haynesville's Haynesville, man. They're going to come out, run it right at you. They've got the kids to do it. They've got the line to do it, and Mr. Jackson supposedly fits that bill. We're trying to get out of the cameras away. We wanted our camera time as well. 2 minutes to kickoff. Junction City's about to run through their sign. Pretty good crowd here tonight, D. Wood. It is a lot of people in the end zone watching. Several people on the sides. Haynesville on the right side down here is filled up. It's a good atmosphere.
Man, it's a good crowd. It always is when these two teams play. I mean, even though last few years Haynesville's got definitely the upper hand on us, and last year not being very competitive, but this year we're looking to come out a little bit differently. Got some new players and a lot more exciting play on the offensive side of the ball. We're ready to see how that goes.
You know what you're going to get with Haynesville. I believe Junction City will be without Jackson Thurman tonight. Avoided a big injury scare, D. Wood. We were kind of fearing it may have been a lot worse than it ended up being. They got great news on that. Hopefully Mr. Thurman will be back in the next week or so.
Yeah, just rest him up a little bit, get him back in time for conference play. No need rushing it right here.
I believe Larry's back, and as we've already discussed, it's hammer time tonight, baby.
We're going to see how it goes. You know, I'd like to see if they make a mistake of kicking it back to old Dom Grimes right here. Brendan, what you think?
Or Hankton.
Oh, or Hankton, you know. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'd like to see him make that decision.
I just want to see Junction City take care of the football. Hankton's going to be amped up tonight. This is the biggest game of his career, senior, but he has not played football. He's shown flashes of what he can do. He's got the playmakers. Let's get it to him. Here we go. We're set for kick. They're going to kick it midfield.
Got to run up and get that. Going to be Hankton.
Hankton's going to get it. He's going to try to get it around the corner. He's got open field. Hankton's at the 40. Hankton's going to be pushed out at about the.
Going to see where are they going to mark him out at. Right about the 46 right there. It looks like. Remember, we're going to start our offense.
Lee wasn't quite sure what to do on that one. It was about 5 yards behind him, and it worked out.
Yeah, they worked out, but very good. I mean, that was a good return by Hankton. He saw open field to the left, and he definitely took it. I'm kind of interested to see what we're going to come out with first play right here, Brennan.
They're going to be very tough to run on, D. Wood, and we're in tight right now. Jordavion's in the backfield with Hankton. I want to see that offensive line. They've done a great job these last 2 weeks, steady improving, and I want to see that continue tonight.
Yeah, they got good linebackers right here with Jackson. I believe Alonzo Jackson right here, number 4, and linebacker number 21. I had to look his name up, but he is a good-looking kid as well.
Good-looking kids all over the field for the Tornadoes.
Really, truly.
And
last name Woods.
Woods. We're getting everything set up. Officials making sure everything's good to go. I'm not sure. Junction City's in tight. They've got Hankton in the gun. I want to see those snaps crisp tonight, D-Wood. They had 2 or 3 starting off bad last week. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it. Flip it over to
Woody.
Woody. Woody almost
Good
sheds a
pickup.
tackle into Golden Tornado territory at about the 40, call it the 42.
Yeah, that was a good hot pass that they ran against Hamburg that Woody took to the house 2 times. But, I mean, that was a good tackle right there by number 1 for Haynesville to coming up. But that's good like you see on the first play of the game. Good first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Devontae Grimes looking to have that breakout game. You got single out here with Dom Grimes. That's a matchup to keep an eye on. Hankton's in the gun. He's got Jordavion with him. High snap. He's going to hand off to Williams. Hit immediately in the backfield. Nobody touched the guy coming off the edge, and that's Woods, isn't it, 21?
That was 54, I believe, that came off the edge right there.
54.
54 with Woods is the one that came over on the top and finished the tackle off, but 54 is the one that got in the backfield and made the original stop.
Back to the 46. See what we can do here early in the drive, but you can kind of see that Haynesville front. You're going to have speed. You're going to have athleticism. You got to match that energy.
Yeah, you got to come with the ball. That's a big task over there for Ivy, but you got to step up to the plate here.
Hankton's in the gun. He's got.
Going to be a false start, I believe.
Who'd they get?
False start again. I believe it's just leaving early. That's just
Left
been
on the
an
cloud.
issue.
That's something
You can't do, Brennan.
me and Joey Davis talked about it before this game. You can't have the penalties against a quality opponent like Haynesville. That's something you got to clean up, and we've done a better job, but you've got to be almost perfect in a game like this.
And with the space they're giving you over there, that extra second you're trying to get, it's not going to help you that
We
much.
left again on that one. He didn't call it. Hankton's going to split out to the side. He's got it complete. That's
Woody, big broken tackle, hits the sideline.
You can see the athleticism there by Woody Grimes back down to about the 41, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be about the 41, maybe about the 40. It's been really good play, pick up and everything if it wouldn't have been long because of the penalty. But
now you're sitting at about 3rd and 8. It's manageable. Good pressure there on that end by Haynesville. Great composure by Hankton getting that pass off. Good hands by Woody.
Very good rollout right there by Hankton.
Trips to the far side. Dom on this side. Jordavion in the backfield with Hankton. Again, Hankton's looking. He's going to try to tuck this. He's going to get it. D-Wood, he's got hurdles a man. My goodness.
That should be close to a first down right there, Brennan. What a hurdle right there by Hankton.
Lamontre Hankton, awful Najee Harris just right there. Man, I love it. My goodness. Down to the 29-yard line. Man, you can see why this kid has all of Junction City fired up. Clock still continuing. Hankton's in the gun with Jordavion.
I'd like to see, try to establish the run on this play right here, try to pick up some yards.
He is going to hand off Jordavion. Jordavian's going to have to get around
that's
that.
Jackson right there. He's a good linebacker right there. He's going to shoot that gap.
Jackson, great athleticism there. And like you said, Montre can sling it with the best of them, but you're going to have to establish that run game at some point.
Yes.
And understand there, that was a great read by Jackson. I mean, he's a great athlete. I've read he's one of the top prospects in all of Louisiana, regardless of classification. Showed you why right there. You got Woody this side with Dom, far side.
Got doubles both sides.
Yep. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. He's going to sling it.
It's Dom Grimes right there.
Dominique Hankton so far, that's 4 for 4,
down
right?
to 20, yeah. Going to be third, very short right here, Brennan, about 3rd and 2.
You have Brady Pinister, and like we said, Hammer is back tonight. I doubt we see Hammer tote this football. You're in 4-down territory here for Junction City, I believe. You also have a field goal kicker to get those if you need them. You're going to bring in Pinister for an extra blocker right here up tight.
Yeah, in tight, doubles in tight.
Jordavion's, I believe Hankton's going to try to follow this right here, D-Wood. He gets it. He's going to hand straight to
Williams. Hits that hole.
Williams. I believe he got the first.
Close. I don't know where they're going to mark him at.
My goodness, that
seems kind of a bad spot to me, Brendan. I'm just saying because I can't. Well, that marker looks like it's about a yard in front of the 20.
Going to be a no gain on the play. I thought he had it, D-Wood.
I thought he was closer than that, but again, that's from my vantage point. He is like 1 yard short, possibly.
That was another
close.
We talked about, D-Wood. That was big 7'8", Demetrius on the tackle.
Yeah.
He fits the bill, man. He shed the block and hit him.
You got press coverage right here on this side on Woody.
They get the jump.
Go.
That's what Junction City needed. Gets the free 5. Haynesville, man, I'm glad they did because they shot every gap we had.
Boy, yeah, that was a very aggressive. They were coming to make the play right there, Brennan.
My goodness.
That's something you normally see done against Junction, being aggressive on the defensive side, kind of get them off sides on a short and fourth and short, third and short, wherever it is, get a new set of downs. But that was it's nice to see the roles reversed for once.
Ball sitting at the 15, I believe. We're on the far side of the field. It's kind of hard to see the exact yardage. Montre's all by himself in the backfield. He's going to flip it out to Dom Grimes. Dom's got one guy beat.
That's house, Brennan.
The guy's got a flag. I believe they got him around the face mask, D-Wood. Did he not get in the end zone?
I don't know. It looked like he was real close.
They took his helmet off. They're going to get surely it's got to be a face mask, horse collar.
Hey, definitely. It's something along those lines because he came up with the tackle. It was Ford Jackson trying to make the play, came up a little high around the helmet. Possible face mask, I believe.
I mean,
first down either way, you're going to be inside about the 2-1. Right there at the goal line. It's hard for me to believe he didn't get in.
Thought he did because he got slung forward as well. Going to call it they're at the.
Going to run to heavy, Brennan.
Going to bring him in. Dom's firing up the crowd, man. What an opening first 7-8 plays for these Dragons, D-Wood.
That was great passing right there from Hankton. That's what you've been looking for all year.
There's Hammer Hudson on the heavy unit, man. That's what we've been lacking. Pinister is going to be in the gun. You have Hankton split wide. That was Dom Grimes on the reception, number 3, 14-yarder. Pinister's got it. He's going to try to follow his blocks. I believe he's
close to it, if not.
They're saying he dropped the ball, huh?
No, he was down. Wow. Wow.
Haynesville will take over. Called that one on the ground.
It's going to be right at the 1-yard line. I thought he crossed the goal line from my vantage point again. Brendan, I mean, we're in a tough spot right here seeing, but looked like he kind of lunged for the goal line right there. Maybe got the ball not loose. I didn't see it come out, but.
Yeah, D-Wood, that was down to 7:37 on the clock. Man, that's kind of one of those that just kind of, it hurts. I mean, you're knocking on the door at the 1-yard line. And we thought Dom got in on the pass. Haynesville with the big stop. Got Jordan Banks sitting at that linebacker position this week, D-Wood. That's a change.
Can't be doing that. Can't give up free yardage. You're right over the ball.
That was Deuce that jumped it. Big 5'4", trying to get the early jump. Now you go from the 1 out to about the 6. Man, D-Wood, I can't quite get over it, man. I thought we had it twice, and I mean, like you said, even with the lunge, they're going to give the benefit of the doubt. There's no cameras here to prove it. I mean,
hand off the 23 right here. He's breaking out. I don't think he's going to get there. We should have angles on him, Brennan.
Cameron Flowers runs it down.
Yes.
And just like that, D-Wood, this field's been flipped. What a run by 23.
Big run by 23 right there.
6 all the way out to the 35 in Junction City territory. Man, that's
a good job right there by Flowers, not giving up on it, making the tackle.
Flowers, the
at least
speedster.
stopping from 6 on that play right there, Brennan.
Absolutely, and I mean, you're looking for positives, man. This Junction City team can't hold their heads down. They were right there. Going to have a lot of opportunities in this football game. Make the tackles. I couldn't tell on that end, D-Wood, if he shed any or not. I thought he just had a big hole opened up. He's in the gun. Hands it off inside. Hammer Hudson.
That's what you like to see. Pinister right there. Yeah, Hudson,
also,
he held the edge very well right there, Hudson did.
Good tackle, I believe that was Pinister. Call it a 2-yard gain. That was number 30, Brady Pinister on the tackle. Hammer Hudson cleaned it up.
Well, we're going to have a timeout here.
6 minutes to go. Haynesville driving in the first quarter when we return. 6 minutes here left in this first quarter. If you're just now joining us, Junction City drove all the way down the field after a stellar drive by Montre Hankton. I believe he was 5 for 5, slinging it.
Completed every pass he did.
Got down to the 1 yard line after the face mask on Haynesville, and Pinister tried to lunge in and drop the football, knocked loose one. Haynesville took over, and after a big run, they're down to the 33. It's 2nd and 8 inside Junction City territory.
Affirmation here at Haynesville. I like to. They don't have a very good sized fullback right there, Brennan, but I don't know. I'd like to see this defensive line make a big play.
Yeah, they got that big offensive line they're running behind. Right up the middle, and he was hit immediately. That's Pinister again, I believe, D-Wood.
Yeah, the initial hit right there again.
Cleaned up by Javion Davis.
It's going to be 4-down territory right here, Brennan.
That's Banks as well. Oh, absolutely. Field goal kicker they had looked good, but this is Haynesville football. They're going to smash mouth. You like to think if you're a Haynesville Tornado, you can pick up 5 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, I guarantee they try to go to the outside right here.
This is right here where you want to see Big Hudson just assert himself on that edge and really clean it up. You got to watch Jackson.
They're going to go Jackson.
Around.
Yeah, they're going to go Jackson off to the far side of the field right here. I guarantee it, Brennan.
And they are right on cue. Missed him trying to go up the middle. He's hit. I believe he's got the first.
Yeah, he's going to pick it up.
Jordan Banks on the tackle, number 18.
That's good blocking right there. You got Baker going against big number 79 right there. I believe his last name's Ackland. That's a big size advantage right there for the Tornadoes. So we're bringing in Jeter now.
Deuce is going to check out. Ball sitting on the 23. This is Haynesville football, folks. Ground and pound. Trying not to harp on that, D-Wood, but I'm still shook up on what happened on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same stuff they've been running for years. Old legendary Red Franklin, who's sitting down here about the 48-yard line, still here watching his son coach.
Hand off on that outside. Baker's giving chase.
Got a hold right here.
Flowers
again with a good tackle. It was a hold right here.
All the way down to about the 3-4 yard line.
Sure look a hold on Larry, number 12 right there. It looked like he was getting held, kind of stopping from making the tackle, but didn't get called. They're going to take it inside the 5.
4:20 left in the first quarter. 4 yards to go for the Golden Tornadoes. Cameron Flowers made his 2nd tackle of the game there to avoid giving up the touchdown. Haynesville's going to hand that off, go around that left side. Good tackle by Pinister.
Good tackle by Pinister. He read that nicely, Brennan.
He had a little burst of speed there, D-Wood, when he read that.
He read that play, and he shot through the gap and made that tackle.
Maybe
they might have picked up a yard or so.
Maybe.
And I think that was from kind of the tackle kind of slinging forward just a little bit.
See if Junction City can force the turnover here and return the favor from Haynesville.
Yeah, that would be nice.
3:30 left here in the first quarter. It's 0-0. 2nd and 3 from the 3. Haynesville has the football, and you got to keep an eye on Alonzo coming off that edge. And I think he's going to guard a lot of attention, rightfully so. He's going to hand off right up the middle.
He got stuffed. I mean, that was Hudson right there that met him right at the goal line, Brennan.
Hammer time, baby, hammer time. He looks healthy, D-Wood.
They picked up another 2 yards, though, because they were set up on the 3. They're right at the 1, so they're going to look to punch it in right here.
It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Not where we were from the 1 yard line. You never know what could happen here.
99 yards in between right here, Brennan.
You got to shoot the gaps and hope you connect here if you're Junction City. Hope for a false start as well. I mean, anything like that. But you know they're not going to throw it out there.
No, they're not. You need to get set on defensive line.
He's going to hand off. He's
right
in,
there,
walked
big
in.
Hole. Huge hole.
That's 23 for the Golden Tornadoes. Had a hole you could have drove a truck through there,
Yeah, they look like they doubled down. The right tackle and right guard kind of doubled down on Davis right there and cleared that hole right there. You like to see the safety or linebacker kind of make a play, kind of come up and shoot that gap, but I mean, that was blocked very well. Line up for the PAT. Again, we saw this kid. He was kicking.
He looked
kicking
good.
with ease.
That's 27 from the Golden Tornadoes.
Going to make it 7-0, Brad.
Absolutely. We're going to be back in 30 seconds. It's 2:31 left, 7-0 Haynesville in the first. really on that drive there for the Golden Tornadoes, it was really one play and then some, some chunk play or some
there was
short
one big chunk play, and then he picked up, your little 5 yards here and there. Dragons defense stiffened up right there, but you like to see them kind of finish it off. But again, that was a very good blocking right there by the right side of the line for Haynesville.
It's pick your poison with Haynesville. You've got so many options, just like Junction City does. Junction was able to throw the ball very well in that first drive, just didn't capitalize it. He's going to kick it too. I believe that's Pinister. Pinister's going to get it about the 28. He's following some blocks. Pretty good lick there, laid it about the 42.
Guy for Haynesville was clearly offsides on that kickoff right there, Brennan.
Yeah, it's something just to keep an eye on. We've seen a few things up here, but hopefully they'll let it go both ways. Junction City will start in their own side of the field at the
42, I believe.
At the 42. Like we said, we had some success. D. Wood didn't have any running besides Hankton on his big hurdle play. He was able to do all of it in the air to
you see who's in the backfield right now, Brennan. That's Dom Grimes lined up at the running back position.
Something to keep an eye on right there, D. Wood. You got to get it in his hands any way you can. Hankton in the gun. He's got it, and he's going to give to Dom Grimes. Dom puts his head down for about 4.
That's a good pickup out 4 yards. 4 or 5 yards. That's a very good pickup.
About the 46-yard line. My kids are at home watching tonight. Bowman Cup, he was not able to make the drive to Haynesville, but he is watching live.
Oh, he might have to come to every game. One of the last 2, he was there, Brennan.
Yeah, he was excited. Him and Adeline both loved it. Montre's in the gun. Alongside him is that still Dom?
Yeah, it's still Dom in the backfield.
He's going to hand to Dom. Dom's going to try to get around this end.
Yeah, that was
nothing
well played
there.
Defensively.
That was 66, I believe. Blew that up. I believe that was Pinister that got ran over on the block.
Yeah, that was 3 Tornado players right there, right on the ball. It wasn't.
Back to the 44, man. That Haynesville's going to be tough to beat if you're trying to do it on the ground.
Yeah, you got to try to at least get something on the ground.
Yes, you got to establish it.
Yeah, you got to establish something. At least try to keep them honest. But passing game's where you're going to win this ball game.
On this side here, Dom and Woody, that's a matchup I like to see. Hankton's in the gun. He's got some time. He's scanning the field. He throws it. Great pass to Woody. Woody wasn't able to hang on to it, man. That was a dart. That was a laser.
Right there to him. Just got to catch it with your hands, not your chest.
And I believe he's going to house that one if he catches that.
Yeah, he would have been tough to stop from there.
That'll force Junction City to punt. What impressed me there with Hankton, D. Wood, he read his options multiple times.
Yeah, he sat there. He stayed in the pocket. Normally, sometimes you sit there. It was good protection. It was only a 3-man rush, but still, that's good protection right there. And normally you kind of get antsy and you kind of maybe try to take off, make a play. But
Baker back, Dick. He had to get that off in a hurry, man.
Almost.
He almost got that blocked. I'm trying to see what number that was.
21 right there. That's Woods.
Shot out of a cannon up the middle.
That's a good athlete right there. I believe he's just a junior too, Brennan.
I was told they have a lot of juniors on this Haynesville team.
That was a good.
It was a good punt for the rush.
30-yard punt from where he kicked it.
If he'd have held on to it any longer, they were fixing to block that. I'm trying to see where that's at, D. What is it, about the 33?
Yeah, I'd say about 33, 34 is a good spot for it.
Dragon offense, man, after that, talk about that for just a second. Montre's been spot on tonight.
He has. His passing has been on point.
I thought he forced that one, but it zipped in there, and it hit him in the chest.
It was right there.
Haynesville's going to take over here. You know what they're going to do, right up. Ball's around the left end. That's Deuce.
Deuce coming in, cleaning it up.
Couldn't tell he was on the initial hit.
Hudson kind of slowed him down right there, and Deuce came and finished it off. Going to hold him for no gain.
That's a big play there for Junction City. Deuce.
Yes, you got to keep them behind the sticks. You do that, you're going to
like your chances.
Yeah, you got to like your chances.
Like we said, at about the 33-yard line. You want to see another big hit for Junction City here. Brennan Lee's going to swap sides of the field. I'd like to see a good push from Hodges or Javion right here, D. Wood. Kind of blow that line up. 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Can't do that.
Whole right side of the line jump. I mean, you gave them 5 yards.
You had them second and long. Chance to really keep them behind the sticks, and you ate them.
I mean, it wasn't just one player. It was Deuce,
right
Javion, and Hodges all jumped for Junction City same time.
I mean, you're
You'd
right
like to think
there.
it was a good count by the quarterback, hard count, something. I mean, but
those,
still, stay disciplined. That's going to bring the first quarter to a close. Haynesville has the football at 7-0. We'll be back in 30. We can see the yardage now, D. Wood, after the offsides on the Junction City defense. That's just plays, man. There's hardly 2 or 3. You can't do it.
I think they're going to go wide side right here. They split this corner out very far out there, Brennan. I think they're going to try to get to the outside.
Right on the
right
inside.
up the middle again.
He's going to house that if Flowers can't catch him. That is Larry that ran him down. Kind of rolled himself up on that play. Kind of gashed that hole. D. Wood, another long run for Haynesville. Man, this is.
Well, it was a good trap right there. You saw the guard pull on this open side right here and left it. I mean, they motion right there kind of get you looking opposite side where the run's going to go. But
yeah, it's just kind of a trick formation, man. And Junction City's biting on it. And credit Haynesville's offensive line. They're big. They're huge. They're getting the blocks they need.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good offensive line right here. I mean, the 79 Ackland, I've heard from a few people that he's got a future in college. I'm deciding where he wants to go, wherever it is, but he's improved.
Read about 78 as well. Right up the gut. He's hit pretty quick.
That one, I believe. 22 coming up with a carry for Haynesville.
That was Banks and
about a gain
a couple of other Dragons.
At most.
That big Deuce was in on that. Going to call it 2 yards down to about the 13. This is where you want to see Haynesville put one on the ground. They've done a great job, and I don't remember many Haynesville teams that are going to put it on the ground. But you know what's coming. Hands up, trying to go around the side. Good hit by Javion Davis. Baker was also there, but that was all Davis. Call it about another 2, D. Wood?
Yeah, maybe 1, 2, right at that. About
he's still going.
3rd and 5.
Right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, right at it.
I'd like to see this Junction City team buckle down right here and don't bite on the hard count.
Yeah, don't bite on the hard count right here. Especially, I mean, nose guard Deuce. You're right over the ball.
Haynesville's under center. He's going to get it. Trying to go around this side.
Banks
is going to get
tackle.
him.
That's going to pick up a first down, be inside the 5 now. But
I'm like you again, D. Wood. That on the far right side, it just looks like a hold every time. That was Hudson on the and he's all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's inside. That's at the 2-yard line right there. That's
I was looking at the
that's a bigger
scoreboard.
carry than what I.
He must have slung him forward.
Yeah, I thought he was kind of tackled right about at the 5-yard line, but he might have stretched the ball out maybe. I don't know. He might have got 2-yard length arms. I don't know, Brennan.
Junction City's looked good defensively, minus 2 plays, honestly. Doing a better job of wrapping up and tackling. Nobody was there.
Right there. Deuce wrapping him up.
Big Deuce
Big
and the
play.
rest of the Dragons
Deuce
come in.
really
That was
disturbed
Banks and Pinister, but Deuce wreaked havoc on that one.
Yeah, he came right through the line. I mean, it was definitely a messed up play from the beginning, but still Deuce coming right through the hole, making the stop.
That's kind of what we've waited to see all year as well, D. Wood. Deuce kind of assert himself as the dominant player he could be.
I mean, the potential for him is
through the
limitless.
roof. Yes. It's all the way back at about the 6. 8:36 left in the half.
Yeah.
See what Junction City can do here. Haynesville under center. He's going to go around this side, and once again, he's just going to walk in. Man, it just looks like
I don't know. I thought there was going to be a play right there, but he kind of let him get a little further out to the outside right there, and he put that right in.
It's going to bring on the field goal kicker for Haynesville for the PAT.
Chance to make it 14-0. I figure the Tornadoes.
Going to find out what Junction City's made of in this game, D. Wood. Grove kind of got off to the similar start. Kind of a low start, but I believe that was Woody that tried to get a
they might
decline that and go for 2.
That's false start.
Oh, we'll get a false start. Okay. I saw Woody kind of try to jump it on that far side. That'll back him up. I don't think that's going to matter much, D. Wood. He's got plenty of leg.
He's got plenty of leg. You're going to have to get some type of pressure back there, kind of disrupt things. But
he had a bad snap on that last one.
False start again, or what are they going to do here?
It's going to back him up another 5, I believe.
They're going to say offsides. I don't think he even jumped offsides, but he made him flinch, so we're going to get the penalty.
It's going to bring it back to the original spot.
We literally just made him flinch, but we get the penalty for it.
He's going to get that up and in. That's going to be 14-0 Haynesville. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's 14-0 Haynesville here, 8:20 left in the half. And if you're looking at the score, it just hasn't went Junction's way this way. Got all the way down to the 1-yard line on the first possession, fumbled the football. Haynesville's had a couple of big plays other than that.
Yeah, other than those 2 big plays, I mean, kind of held serve on the defensive side of the ball, but
we had a drop pass that I believe would have been to the house on the second possession. Another offsides on the kick, but did not. They got called
on
that
it this time. They did it last time. They finally called it this time.
Who was that had the?
That was Grimes that received
That was
it
Dom,
right
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Dom, but
I'd like to see him kick it right back over there again. Again, Cameron Flowers also back. Who'd they take out? Hankton?
Yeah, I believe they took out Hankton right there. I mean, there's no need. And
I'm trying to see, is he on the sideline?
yeah, he's over there. He's
okay,
on the
I see him.
sideline.
I see him.
He's
Just getting him off kickoff.
Yeah.
I'm flying with Jacameron Flowers as well. Jacameron can fly.
A lot of speed right there.
And they're going to try to switch right here. Jordavion Williams also back deep. I'd like to see a big play here to spark this Dragon team.
You've had good, decent returns each time.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Montre on one and Penister on the second one.
Penister on the second one.
They're going to kick it deep.
That's
That is Dom. Here we go. Will the fireworks go off? Dom gets around one guy. Gets around a second guy. Dom shoots the gap. Dom
big time
gets around
play
the
right here,
side.
Brennan.
Dom.
Big shot it off, Brennan.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
it again.
Is he going to do it? He's got one angle.
He spent a lot of time, energy right there. Oh,
this kid is special, baby.
Man,
Woo.
Brennan, I thought we had another
What's
one.
this? Is that a flag right here I'm looking at?
Yeah,
That's the
flag.
tee. That's the tee.
Oh, my gosh. Brennan, you can't be doing that right there. I was sitting there thinking we were coming back.
Dominique Grimes, baby. This kid is special.
We talked about teams weren't going to kick to him, and they made the mistake again. And
They won't do it again. Teams are going to learn quick not to kick to Dominique Grimes.
he spent enough energy kind of breaking tackles right there. Kind of.
You got to finish. We've been here before. Ball's on the 4.
We got Hudson right here. He's going to be in for H-back blocking purposes. Actually, split him out to Trip.
You got
Trips out to the right side. Going to be doubles
Montre's
right here.
by
Hankton all by himself. It might be a QB run right here, Brennan.
He's got to hold on to the football. Extra security on that. It is going to be a design run. Hankton's going to walk that in. Let's go. If that don't fire you up as a Junction City fan, I do not know
Brennan,
what will.
That is the response you needed right there.
Yeah, we said it. Can you get the big kickoff play, the big special teams play to boost your team? We got it. Dominique Grimes said, let's go, fellas. Now let's go. Let's let defense step up.
I mean, that was a good play call right there, too. Again,
Excellent play call.
Kind of motioning off to the right side and counter back to the left. I mean, that's what you like to see. I mean, you got Cole Henry right here. That's
Mr.
a big
Automatic.
PAT right here.
Good snap. It's going to get blocked. We've seen that several times this year, D. Wood. There's no blocking up front.
Yeah, that's from the inside, too. If there's one place on a kick you cannot have bad blocking, and that is on the inside part of the line. You can't do that.
We're going to take 30 seconds. It's 14-6. Haynesville 7:52 left in the half. $7:52 left here in the half. It is Golden Tornadoes 14, Dragons 6 after the monster return by Dominique Grimes, finished off by the 4-yard scamper by Hankton.
Heck of a response, Brennan.
PAT was blocked, man. Had 3 or 4 guys in the backfield. You got to have better blocking than that. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, that was not on Mr. Henry right here. He's going to kick it deep. Going to find a little hole.
Ball's at about the – he's got a wall in front. Good tackle by B. Lee. Brennan Lee.
Very good tackle right there.
If he would have got by Lee, he's still running.
Yeah, I believe so. He caught that sideline. Lee, kind of the last person there to make the play, it looked like, and he made it.
I thought he was farther back than that. Yeah, okay, they had the ball at the 42, and he was saying it. I thought he was back at about the 38. I was fixing to say, D. Wood, that's about a 4 or 5 yard miss.
Well, you know.
They got it fixed, though, back at the 38.
You're south of the border here.
Yeah, that's Lord, man. Let's see if this defense can feed off of Dominique Grimes' energy.
Yeah, and you kind of splitting the – yeah, I kind of like how you kind of got Flowers just – I mean, they might try to hit a pass here at some point. That trap is just there.
That's B. Lee finally brings him down.
The trap is eating us up.
Yeah, that's the play that's hit a home run every time for him.
That trap, I mean, that is the same play.
And you look out there, D-Wood, you see who's back on defense now. That's Woody Grimes. Started these first couple possessions trying to keep him fresh on offense, but he is needed on defense right now.
Yeah, he's needed. That trap play, man, it is just.
They run it to perfection.
They do. I mean,
that's
not a play you see as often these days either.
And you're going to see it ran as good as it's going to be ran tonight. He's going to throw it. He's got it down. Woody kind of come out of nowhere right there. If that ball would have floated a little longer, Woody's going to intercept that.
Yeah, not really. Oh, no, 21, I think, kind of had the guy beat. He just kind of threw it up.
He gave up on it.
Well, I mean, I would have gave up on it too, Brennan. It was 20 yards away from him.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, he stopped before it was even thrown.
That was, I don't know. I don't know. But again, 2nd and 10.
This is your
they
opportunity.
Try to take a shot play right here. You keep them behind the sticks right here. This is a big play.
I wasn't watching the backfield as quick as he got rid of it, D-Wood. I don't know if there was pressure. He kind of threw it very quick.
It wasn't. I mean, it was pressured, but it wasn't that much pressure.
He's going to swing it around the outside.
Way to blow it up. Way to blow it up. Ah, you got to tackle.
Out of it.
Got to tackle that right there. You got to make the stop right there. You had him right at the line of scrimmage or behind. Instead, you're going to make it a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. At about the, I mean, you're in 4-down territory now.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory for him. You're going to
bring in Big Ivy for Jeter, see if you can get a push up the middle. If you're Haynesville right here, I'll run the trap.
Yeah, I mean, I'd run the trap too. I mean, that's been your money play so far. I mean, if they're not going to make the adjustment to read the linebackers to read the guard pool, I mean, it's
6:11 left in the half. Under center, he's going to hand
again.
him. That's
Ivy kind of blew it up, but he lets him and
had him tackled. Got him down at about the 2, but man, he was.
They brought the pool on that side again. It's.
D-Wood, I thought he was tackled 2 different times. .556 left. That ball's on about the 1-yard line, isn't it, D-Wood? We're going to take 30 seconds. It's 14-6 Haynesville when we return. .556 left here in the half. Haynesville knocking on the door at the 1. We've seen this scenario before, D-Wood. Junction City had the ball on the 1, fumbled it away. Let's see if Haynesville can give it back to us. Haynesville's got it under the center.
Well,
got a flag from the
illegal substitute. Too many men on the field. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
There's 12.
Yeah.
It's going to back them up.
Men on the field. I mean, it's.
They didn't move. Did they move the ball?
Yeah. It's. I mean, it's right on the goal line now.
He's going to walk that in. That was the quarterback just right up the gut. That's going to bring it to 20-6. Haynesville coming on to kick the PAT.
I mean, Brennan, right there, you had a chance to kind of stop them right there early when you had them 2nd and 10, and then you had the Jackson stopped right at the line of scrimmage or
multiple times.
A yard behind, but you don't finish the play up, and he picks up 5, and then, I mean, again, that trap.
Ball said it. We've got to be better tacklers. We've got our hands on him, just haven't been able to finish it. And with the speed they have, that's going to be up and good. It's 21-6, 5:50. We're going to sit here and talk about this for a minute. Like we said, like Ball has said, if you get the initial tackle, a lot of these chunk plays they're not there.
Yeah,
Just tackle, wrap up and tackle.
That's kind of been. Don't get me wrong. Haynesville is a very good fundamental football team, but you have your chances.
Just got news that Prescott and Hoper knotted up at 21. Did not see that one coming. Glen Rose is up as well on Fordyce, 28-0. I knew that was going to be trouble for Fordyce. I did not think it was going to be that much trouble. Carlisle's up on Des Arc, 21-8.
That's a big one too. Des Arc came out with a win on Hazen, I think 2 weeks ago or so.
That's impressive.
That's a good thing.
Anytime you can go to Hazen, was it at Hazen?
I believe it was at Hazen.
Right there, that speaks volumes. Will they kick it back there again, D-Wood?
I wouldn't. It's 21-6. You might think you're good and all that stuff, but I wouldn't take the chance on it.
Haynesville's teeing it up.
They're going to kick it short right there. Just jump on it.
There we go. Another thing to watch on that kickoff.
Offsides, but they're
know
close. They're close either way.
It's at about the 38, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe about the 36, running there. It's 37, 38. It's all. Yeah.
Junction City offense will take over with 5:46. Another thing to keep in mind, look who's in the backfield with Hankton.
Hudson, man, we might see. This is going to be interesting to see. I guess he's feeling good, Brandon.
I was told he was feeling well, and trying to get the play in. 10 on the play clock. Hankton's got it in the gun. He's going to fake the handoff. He's trying to go to Dom.
It's double coverage. Right through his hands right there. That's double. That's the play you're going.
That was a good job by 10.
Safety help was shading to that side. It wasn't.
Yeah, Hankton come up and threw that one. That's the first bad ball he's thrown tonight. Tried to go for the home run there. Great job by 10 coming over and giving help on that.
Yeah, he read it, and he looked right there. That was as soon as he snapped the ball. That's where he was looking.
I'd look it over and go to the other side of the field this play. Hankton's in the gun. High snap. He's going to have to tuck it and run it. He does. He's going to have to go. Jukes 2 or 3 people, D-Wood, and finally brought. I don't know if he was ever brought down, but stopped.
But he stopped. He's about. That's
going
to
to
make about 3rd and 4.
He put a move on several Tornado right there. Tornado defenders.
He's very shifty. 3rd and
Give
4.
Him about
3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, running that range.
But this is a big play, like we just discussed. Haynesville will take the ball after halftime. You don't want to give them the ball back right here.
Let them score and then come back. Yeah.
Yes. You got big Hudson, Hammer Hudson in the backfield with Hankton. You got to run a play right here because you need these 4 yards. Tried to get him to jump off sides. He did not. Great job by 54 on the edge for the Tornadoes. 10 seconds on the play clock. Still plenty of time. 5 seconds. He snapped it, high snap. He's looking around. Hankton, he's going to tuck it. Hankton still looking. He's got a guy. He's got it. Great completion there by Lamontre Hankton. Who was that to? Penister?
Penister right there. You talk about it, Brennan. The composure he has to still look downfield when you get pressure in your face.
You can't teach that.
For somebody that hadn't played ball since he was a freshman. That's.
It's one of those things at the end of this season, after they fit their rings, you're going to say, we had 1 year of this kid.
Yeah.
That was Brady Penister on the reception. Done a good job on his when the numbers called for him catching the football this year, too.
He has. He's done a good job catching the ball. He's another player I like to see out with the ball in his hand.
Sophomore. He's going to be a big player for these Dragons for years to come. Hankton in the gun. Hankton scanning the field. He's going to try to tuck this one. He's going to get tackled. I believe that was Hodges beat.
Kind of beat the inside guard right there. We're going to get a timeout here.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them, D. Wood. Junction City has the football. It's 3:32 left in the half. We'll be back in. After the big sack by Haynesville, that's going to drop about 2nd and 19. Jordavion Williams alongside Hankton. Hankton's got it. He's scanning the field. 63 come through again. I mean, man, they're getting right at him. He's having to throw under pressure every time. That was 60 that got the pressure that time. And they only rushed 3 that time, didn't they? You got to do a better job of protecting him.
That's offensive line getting a little lazy right there.
You're against a very physical Haynesville team that you can't take breaks. Man, you needed to pick up 7-8 yards on that play. It's 3rd and 19. Hankton in the gun. He's scanning the field. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw a dart. That's caught. Taylor Owens.
Hold on to the ball. That's a good first down.
Taylor Owens is another guy you can call the bell on.
I'm telling you. I mean, he doesn't do anything, just wows you, but he does it.
What's the flag on?
I don't know.
Are they going to get Dom for coming in and picking up the football?
I don't know. I don't know what we're – unsportsmanlike conduct. What did they do? So I guess pointing for a first down is – we did a first down. That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Apparently you cannot signal first down if you're an opposing player. This is I'm going to let it go. Man, I don't understand. Dom didn't do anything.
Well, it was Owens that did.
Was it Owens?
But what is it? I don't know.
Nothing extra.
Nothing extra at all. That was.
3:11 here left in the half. Man, Junction, I don't know. At the 49 in Haynesville territory.
I don't know.
Great play by Hankton and Owens. That was a great throw and catch there.
Big time play.
On a 3rd and 19 at that. Hankton in the gun, 3:11 left in the half. Hankton's going to hand off to Williams. Williams doesn't have much space.
He's
doing all
he can.
Bit
of space.
He picked up maybe 1.
They're going to give him 2. Maybe almost 3 over there, it looked like, Brennan. But, I mean, one thing also, you'd like to try to get in the end zone here, but you're also taking some time off the clock right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Haynesville, if they do get the ball back, it'd be kind of tough to put one in before half. But
yeah,
like I said, you don't care about that. You want to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, go score the football. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw that to Woody. In and out of his hands. And he was some pressure. He had some guys in between him. It was going to be a tough catch.
Ivy, you cannot do that, son.
Getting into it with their defensive line. I was looking away. That's going to back them up another 15, I believe.
That's just, can't do that. You can't.
What did he do? I was honestly looking away.
He shoved him right in his face. I mean, that's just.
You can't have stuff like that. Did they disqualify him?
I don't know.
I saw him put the X up. I didn't know. You're frustrated over the couple of plays before that, but you can't harp on it.
That's terrible. You ain't done nothing but hurt your team. It's just absolutely terrible, Brendan.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 22. They completed the last one at 3rd and 19. See if they can call on it again, D-Wood. You're looking at Dom right here, but he's going to have the safety help. Going to bring a 3-man rush. Gets to Hankton. Couldn't quite bring him down. He's going to throw that short to Dominique Grimes. Dominique,
good tackle.
Respectable at about the 50. Great tackle there by the Tornadoes.
That's just, I don't know, Brendan. That's just.
Hankton, this is as good as Hankton's looked.
Hankton's looked great, man. I mean, this is just.
Junction City going to go for it.
Can't get out your own way.
This is a monster play in this ball game right here. I mean, I know it's early in the first half, but it's 21-6. 4th and 11.
Big play right here. Going to get a timeout for Haynesville.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them. Junction City's going to have to dial up their best play here. 1:49 left in the half. We'll be back in 30. We're back, and Junction City, it may have been a smart tactic just to get them to burn the timeout, D-Wood. Because we're back to punt now. That's Baker. And Haynesville will play it safe. Oh, they're going to bring him back. They're going to put their guy back there now. Good snap.
Good
Baker's
dog.
got it. Not a good. You'd have been better off.
End over end.
You'd have been better off just
throwing it.
throwing it.
Solid 10-yard punt.
You got a minute and 37. You got to keep them out of the end zone here, D-Wood, because
you've got to.
they get the ball at half.
I mean, you've had chances. I mean,
It's not 21-6 does not define this ball game.
No, I mean, Junction's in this game. I mean, they've made the plays to be in it. They just hadn't
Finished it.
the one fumble down here at the goal line. I mean, that and I don't know, stupid penalties, and one I don't know. It didn't have as big of a bearing on the end of the series, but other than the last unsportsmanlike. But
yeah, it just kind of knocks the wind out of you. Haynesville's drop backs to pass it. He's going to throw deep. I was told they can't throw it, D-Wood. I believe that's false.
Well, I mean, you know what's coming, Brennan. I don't understand why you got it. I don't know how you get beat deep.
I don't think we had a defender within 7-8 yards of him.
Well, Flowers I think was in coverage, and he might have. I don't know. It might have been a good double move right there by number 2, but.
He did the bowling pin celebration, but we ain't gonna get unsportsman on that. It's a minute. Haynesville did exact that. The timeout was not needed, D-Wood.
Not at all.
One play, one touchdown. And that's gonna put it up and in. It's 28-6 here in Haynesville. Woo! We're gonna take 30 seconds with them. After the quick strike by Haynesville, it is 28-6. Yes, you heard me correct, 28-6. It hasn't really felt like that, but that's going to be a live ball. Going to fall on it. That was Brennan Lee, I believe.
Yeah, that's why you jump on it. But
it hit Pennish, or was it Pennister it hit?
I mean, that's a dangerous one. It hits just right and bounces right back towards Haynesville, man. That's not I mean, he kicked it hard.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't nothing you could do. It was a great kick.
I mean, Brennan, it's you know what you're doing right here. You got 1:21 left. It says 3 timeouts on the scoreboard. I think Junction might have spent 1. I might be wrong, but you got to try to get in the end zone here. Got to.
You don't want to throw a pick or something and give them the ball. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, and it hasn't really been as dominant as you think it would be. Hankton in the gun. He's scanning the field. He's got a guy wide open. That's Owens. Owens makes
outside,
one guy miss.
Get outside.
He's going to pick up the first down.
Owens, that's a big catch by him, big play.
It's hard to believe we've seen both teams play with Grove and Haynesville. I just don't see it being a 21-20 game with Grove.
Yeah, I mean, they've looked a lot better than what we saw in week 0, but, I mean, again, also Grove could have improved, but
the quarterback's been hampered for them. I just can't see it, man. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to get the ball. Hankton going to try to get around the outside. He throws it. You got to come to the ball. It's going to be intercepted.
It's intercepted.
Hankton's been just about perfect tonight, but that one there, he underthrew him a little bit.
I mean, you didn't have to get it all right there, but, I mean, he's trying to make a play.
Yeah, I mean, credit him. I mean,
the receiver was there. The defensive back came from behind him and kind of
just come around him and picked it off.
Yeah, that was
good play by Haynesville.
Again, 48 seconds.
Haynesville will take over at about the 31-yard line.
Caldwell coming in at
for
corner.
Flowers. You got Woody playing the safety position.
Deep safety spot.
Haynesville back in their normal formation. He's going to keep it in. Got it in the gun. He's looking downfield. He's beat
again.
That's Caldwell. That's just getting beat. That's all that. You know what's coming.
You can't. That's a safety biting on the play action right there. If Woody was playing back, I think he could have been able to make a play on that ball, but you got to hurry up and get back. It's kind of. Hey, I don't even know if that was a really good spike right there. Brennan, looked like a fumble. Fumbled snap, but I don't know.
It's awful quick. Did we take a time? No. Man, dude, what it's just anything that could go wrong in this half has. Junction shot themselves in the foot.
Timeout, Junction.
We're just going to stay with you here. I want to talk about this, D-Wood. All right, me and Joey Davis talked before the game, and everything we talked about that could not happen has happened. Penalties, turning the ball over, missed tackles. It's just, I don't know, D-Wood.
It's between penalties and, turnovers, and, it's just, I don't know. Just being out of position on defense, I don't know. I'll give it to Haynesville, man. They're a solid team, but you're shooting yourself in the foot. It ain't helping.
They're 2-0 on the year. They beat Grove. Like I said, I would like to see the film on that game to see nothing against Grove, but, man, Haynesville, they're legit.
The two teams that we've seen play, this one right here seems.
Yeah, I would just think this would be kind of the result. Now, it was at Harmony Grove. Harmony Grove's a tough place to play. Junction City knows that. And we're finding out tonight Haynesville's a very hard place to play. These kids were fired up. Junction City come out fired up. Hankton, does he only have 2 incompletions tonight, 2 or 3? He's thrown the ball 12, 13 times. We haven't been able to run the ball minus Hankton's runs. It's kind of expected. Haynesville's very big up front.
Shotgun here.
They're going to work on throwing the ball, and we're getting no pressure. He's got a guy fell down there.
Good stiff arm.
He's still going. He's going to carry him in the end zone. Oh, he stepped out. They're going to say he stepped out. He carried a Junction defender all the way to the end zone. That was Lonzo.
Lonzo Jackson.
That's a man.
That's their ball player right there.
I was told Haynesville's not much of a throwing team, and he's throwing at wide open targets, but
yeah, coverage is
lackluster.
Yeah,
Let's just say it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean it helps you slit right there, but coverage has got to be a little bit better, especially against a team that you know is not
known for the pass.
I mean, they're still in the shotgun right here, Brennan. I bet
they're working on their passing.
I guarantee. Wouldn't be surprised if they run right here, but
they're going to work on their passing. He started
got
to
to make
jump
the open field tackle. Very shifty.
It's down to 9 seconds.
Hey,
it's going to bring a timeout to Haynesville. 8 seconds in the half. Haynesville knocking on the door. We're going to take 30 with them. Eight seconds left in the half. Haynesville's knocking on the door. Haynesville working on their pass plays. It's a 28-6 ball game. It spiraled out of control quickly. And it started off great. It's been highs and lows for Junction City. 8 seconds left in the half.
Just need to keep him out the end zone right here, Brennan.
Quick pass. He's trying to go to his guy. Alonzo gets a push off. Didn't get it. Still 2 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to kick a field goal.
He's got plenty of leg. Thought he could have got some offensive pass interference there, D-Wood. Had a nice little shove.
I'd like to see something to go your way right here. I mean, bad snap or something, just.
They had a low snap on one of their PATs. Other than that, it's been money. This kid's put it on top of that yellow building every play, every time he's been on the field. And he's been right down the middle as well.
Be a timeout. They got their last timeout. It'd been delay a game, but they hadn't got that in.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them, D-Wood. Getting ready for the field goal attempt here for the Golden Tornadoes. 2 seconds left in the half. Ball's at about the 7. Should be a chip shot here for their guy. He's got plenty of leg. Like D-Wood said, maybe we can get a bad snap. Would not, it's money. And he's going to put that up and in. It is 31-6. Yes, 31-6 here at the half. We're going to be back in about a minute. Gary and Derek Rocket's going to bring you the halftime report. So give us about 60 seconds and they'll be with you.
It is halftime here at Red Franklin Memorial Stadium, and so far it has been all Haynesville. The Golden Tornado lead at the half, 31-6. Last week on our pregame show, we did a Name That Year, and we saved it for halftime tonight. Last week's Name That Year, we had several good guesses, but nobody got it. We're going to go over one more time. What year was this? Top movies was The Dark Knight and Iron Man. Top songs was I Saw God Today and Waiting on a Woman on the country charts. The Summer Olympics were held in Beijing, China. The Boston Celtics earned their 17th NBA championship by defeating the Los Angeles Lakers. Philadelphia defeated Tampa Bay to win the World Series. The New York Giants beat an undefeated New England to win the Super Bowl. If you remember, that was the helmet catch. Barack Obama was elected president, and Junction City won a state title that year. So I'll go a little bit deeper. They finished 13-0 and won it on a last-second field goal. What year was it? It was 2008. So tonight, Name That Year, and this is going to be a rough. I thought that one was easy from last week. This one will be a hard one. So Name That Year. Mount Everest expedition under Sir Edmund Hillary, along with Tenzin Norgay, reached the summit of Mount Everest for the first time ever. The Korean War ends after 3 years and 1 month. Dwight D. Eisenhower is inaugurated as President of the United States. Average cost of a new house from this particular year was $9,550. Cost of a new car was $1,650. Pound of hamburger meat was 53 cents. Average wages American worker that year was $4,000. The New York Yankees won the World Series. Peter Pan was the top movie. TV Guide and Playboy published their first issues ever. And last but not least, as I get laughter all around me, Junction City won the school's first conference title ever from that year. Name that year. Do you know that year? If you do, go to our Facebook page on the DSN, message us, or put something on there and let us know what year you think it is. So what year was it? Peter Pan was the top movie. Yankees won the World Series, and the Korean War ends. Those are three pretty good little hints right there on what year it was. Going to step away for 60 seconds. When we come back, our halftime analyst, Mr. Derek Rocket, and the coach. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the coach, Gary Meeks. They're going to break down the first half. I, for one, can't wait to hear what they got to say. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the DSN.
Gary, we're back for the halftime. I don't even want to call it a recap, Gary. What you think?
Man, Haynesville just they come out executing their game plan. You know, they're not doing nothing fancy, not doing nothing special. They line it up in their little wing T set, double tight, one split, and just running the ball downfield. You know, they've been sticking to this one particular play is the trapping. We seen they can't stop it. You know, and we got to get tough up front. You know, I hit on. You know, me being an XD lineman, you know, to stop this kind of offense, you got to attack the offensive line before they attack you. And Haynesville is attacking our defensive line and getting a good push on us. And they dominating the line of scrimmage up front on us right now.
Well, me and Jacob's been talking about it, and the trap's been beating us all day. And I said, Jacob, why run anything else? Honestly.
Right.
You're getting 7, 8, 10, 12 yards a carry. There's no reason to change it. But when they wanted to switch it up and open it up, you've seen the big pass plays they had before halftime.
Right.
I mean, and it's hard to go anywhere and beat a good team at home. And what you want to do is come out and punch them in the mouth, figuratively.
Yes.
And that's what Haynesville did to us.
Oh, yes.
We didn't come out we came out in that first drive, and we turned the ball over right down there on the 1, and they drove down the field and scored. And I think they knocked the wind out of ourselves that first drive. We ain't caught back since.
Yes, and we had a little offense. We had a little spark with the kickoff return. We went on to punch that in, but we don't left points out there on the field ourselves. Had a couple of 15-yard penalties down here on a good drive, and we picked up 2. I want to say it was 3rd and long on that drive
and
right
got
there.
the first down.
Got the first down, and we went backwards. And,
yeah.
A team like this will capitalize on that right there, and they showing it.
Oh, and just giving them the ball back with plenty of time right there before that. You can't do that. If you soak up as much clock as you can. Just play smart football. You're already down in a hole. Play smart football. Don't let that offense that is firing on all cylinders get back on the field. If you're Coach Ball, what do you do at the half to get your guys in line, to get their mind right? What are you looking for in the second half from these guys?
You want to fire them up, say that first half's over with. Hey, the score is 0-0. We got 2 more quarters to play. Let's go out here and fight. You see what we can do to stop the guys to win this ball game. You gotta let that first half be gone now. You gotta get that out the system. It's over with. You got another 2 quarters to tighten things up and see what you can do.
Well, they're coming out. Haynesville's going to get the ball first in the second half. You got to stop them early. And if I'm Haynesville, first thing I'm doing is play action and taking a shot down the field.
Right.
I'm going to try to put my foot on the throats, but Junction's got to be ready for that. But 90% of the play has been that trap or misdirection, but it's been a run play. If I'm Coach Byron, I'm telling them, hey, let's stack the box and let's give everything to that offensive line that we got, and let's try to punch them in the mouth. Let's try to slow that run game down because they had a couple big pass plays, but I feel like if we can make them want to throw the ball or get them in those 3rd and long situations to where they have to throw the ball, because they ain't got to throw the ball with the lead. They just got to milk the clock. But if we can get them in those situations where they have to throw the ball to pick up the first down, that's where I feel like we're going to get our stops. We got to put pressure on them.
Yes. And then you make, you can switch up your personnel when you get them in 3rd and long when they're finna pass. You can switch a couple of guys out. And, I'm like what you said right now. Haynes getting the ball coming out halftime. The first play, hey, I'm going to go for your throat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am going for the deep ball. Like in Junction situation. First play after half, if we got a good lead, 10-3. I'm going to Grimes. I'm trying to get the game out of hand, and I think that's what Haynes was going to do, but we got to put a stop to it.
Yeah, and defensively, all Haynes was doing on 3rd and longs, they just drop it. They rushing 3 and dropping the rest of them back in coverage.
Yeah.
And Haynesville defense is real fast. Those 3 linebackers can cover some ground real quick. Now, 2 safeties they got back there pretty decent ball players. So they're playing disciplined ball. They're not looking in the backfield. They first 3 steps are back, and that's what I was telling Daniel. When you got a safety like this, you got Dom over here 1-on-1. You got to have another receiver to occupy that safety, get his eyes off of him.
Yeah, me and Jacob were talking about that. About 90% of the plays, 3 has had that safety shadowing him.
Yes.
And they've watched film.
Yeah.
They know who the dogs are out there. And you got Woody who's dropped a couple. That ain't gonna be all the time. He's gonna clean that up. But we got to make those plays against a team like this.
Yes.
You can't have 4 or 5 drops and expect to come out here and be competitive.
Right. Even what I liked about the offense, when Hankton was scrambling, he was still kept his eyes downfield and picking up wide open receivers. And with them dropping with them rushing only 3, it's kind of hard to pick a hole. So you got to do a lot of moving around, got to create space, and that's what he did on that couple of passes right there and picked up first downs. And hopefully, we can kind of get the run game going and make those safeties come down a little bit. That's what you want to do, and then you take your shot. But, they got them 2 safeties back there, and you got to do something to occupy on either end, either one of them. Because I think it's 1 and number 10. Both of them cover field pretty good. Both of them pretty athletic.
Oh, yeah. 10's got around real fast. I think in the second half what we're going to see is a lot of – it's all up to Montre, honestly. Because on those times where he does extend the play, if they're dropping 8, there's 10, 12 yards right there every single time. If we can keep it to second and third and manageable and not have to pick up 15, 20 yards because of penalties or losses, then, Montre can pick that up with his legs.
Yes.
And it's a long second half. We don't need to come out here and try to win it in 2 or 3 drives. We're going to have to be meticulous about it.
Yes.
But it's all on 10 shoulders.
Yes.
Because the running game ain't there. It's too late for the running game now anyways.
Yeah.
It's all on 10 shoulders, and we got to clean up the drops, and we just got to play smart football.
Yeah. And this right here, this is going to let you know what kind of team you got right here.
Yeah.
Either you can tuck your tail and okay, they up 31-6, hey, we got next week. Or you can come back and fight like a dog. You know? And that's what I want to see. I want to see them come back and fight.
I want to see a 1 or 2 score game at the end, and of course, I'd love it in Junction's favor.
Yeah.
But you're right. You want to see a fight. And we talked to Coach Ball week in and week out, and what he said is we're right on schedule. We're building. He knows what we're building against. Conference plays next week, and we're just trying to make improvements. Well, what better time than a time when your back's against the wall, you're losing big, you're in a hostile environment.
Yes.
Come out here and do something. Come out of here and prove yourself. Play your butt off and fight and try to make a comeback here and try to make it respectable.
Yeah,
Get something to build on in this second half.
Yes, and I like games like this. Non-conference games, against a good powerhouse in Haynesville. This will help you in November, when playoff time comes. These games right here will.
I don't think we're going to see a team like Haynesville until playoff time.
Right. And like I said, it's not a team probably in the conference where you ain't going to be as athletic as Haynesville.
No.
And their offensive line, like I said, they getting a good push on us up front. Like I said, hopefully Byron can get that defensive line adjusted and we can come back and penetrate. That's our main thing. We're not getting enough penetration.
Well, we're going to be back at the start of the third quarter. The score is 31-6. We got about 7 minutes left. All right. We'll be back in 1 minute, correction. But score is 31-6 Haynesville, and just stay tuned with us and cheer on those Fighting Dragons.
All right, we are back at halftime. Got about a little under 5 minutes to go till the start of the second half. We had 2 winners on the. We already got winners on the year, and I thought this would be harder, but apparently it wouldn't. Of course, we do have a question. I'll name who's won it here in a minute, and we got to ask one of the people that won it if that's what gave it away. Here's the deal: name the year. Mount Everest summit was reached. The Korean War ends after 3 years and 1 month. Dwight D. Eisenhower is inaugurated as President of the United States. The average cost, if you was buying a house in this year, was $9,550. The average cost of a new car was $1,650. Average American wages, $4,000. And if you was buying hamburger meat, you were paying 53 cents a pound. Peter Pan's the top movie. TV Guide and Playboy published their first issues. New York Yankees won the World Series. And Junction City won the school's first conference title ever. Name the year. The year was 1953. Miss Carolyn and Mr. Paul Enos, I was given both names, named as one of the winners. The guys wanted me to ask Mr. Enos, did he get it because he knew that Playboy was published for the first time ever? So we'll let him answer that for us. The other winner is a co-worker of mine, and when he finds out what the prize is, he might disown me completely. Clean Harbors is presenting the name the year. So, Tony Stevens, you win a Clean Harbors T-shirt, and Mr. and Miss Enos, we're going to send you one too. The year was 1953. Junction City won its first conference title ever 70 years ago this season. We're going to step away for 2 minutes. When we come back, you will hear the delicate tones of one Mr. Brennan Cup and the in-depth analysis of Mr. Daniel Wood here on the DSN.
Cole Henry getting ready to kick this thing off as we're ready to begin the second half. I'm kicking it anywhere but to number 4.
Well, I mean, or 2. He's been a heck of a receiver for him.
We kick it at number 4.
We're just going to challenge him, try to make a play and tackle.
Puts his head down, runs over several Dragons. Like I said, I really don't want to see us kick it at number 4.
Yeah, we know. I mean, you knew who their player was.
Somebody got absolutely put on a U-Haul, D-Wood, and mowed over. I don't know who it was, but that is a grown man they're trying to tackle.
Yeah, he just dropped his shoulder and the smooth just rolled over a kid. I mean, that was
not quite the start to the second half you wanted to see.
Not at all. Not at all. You'd hope to.
I just don't know who got the shoulder lowered on him. My goodness, what a hit.
I don't know. The fact we kicked to him to begin with was.
I tried to.
I don't know.
Tried to mention that we didn't need to kick to number 4. We're just going to stay here. I didn't even get warmed up.
Yeah, might as well.
38-6. We're going to see what the offense can do, D-Wood.
Lasted a whole, I mean, what are they going to say, 16 seconds? And I don't think it lasted 16 seconds.
If you're just now joining us, Haynesville, Alonzo Jackson takes the opening kickoff of the second half, runs over a Dragon, and house calls the rest.
Yeah,
it was an impressive run.
Yeah, it was.
I'd have been fired up after that. There is no mercy rule in Louisiana, is there, D-Wood?
I have no idea, Brendan. I'm from Arkansas.
You claim to be from Louisiana,
no,
Daniel.
That's Derek.
Yeah. There's a drone flying over the field. Katie's going to have to see Dom house call this one.
That's what they got in trouble at Homer last year about that. You remember that, Brendan?
That was intense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to watch a Homer game.
Big Homer fan last year was Brendan Cup.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had to find something to be fired up about. Here's the kick. Another short kick. Caldwell's going to have to fall on it. He does. I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
He kind of got in a bad situation there. Haynesville learned their one lesson not to kick to number 3 for Junction City.
Can't tell.
Is it one of the Larrys?
Let's see what's.
I think it's one of the Larrys. Got one of the Larrys.
Got
He's
Hudson
got a big
in the backfield again.
A big.
Interesting to see if he's going to get some carries this half. What is that?
Sure what's going on. The drone was too low. It was on the field. The drone was on the field.
Yeah, they're getting the drone
It flew off.
They flew off.
I want to see a 15-yarder and put us on the 1 for that. Be a lot more than a 15, but they flew the drone. It's in the parking lot now. It is. It's going to the neighborhood out there. Oh,
I spotted the house, Brendan. I see which house it's at. Let's call them.
Cops are on the way. 11:38 left here in the third. Junction City will have their first possession after the kickoff return for a touchdown by Haynesville. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to hand off. That's
carry.
Mr. Hudson. Helmet comes off. No blocking.
That's just not very good blocking right there by the offensive line. Left side, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. You got to have better effort right there.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Hankton's in the gun. Behind him is Hammer Hudson. Hankton's going to get the football. He's going to scan the field. He's going to take it off himself, try to throw it out in the flat. Had a lot of pressure in the backfield. I mean, D-Wood, is there any blocking? I'm trying to be mild about it. You had 2 guys on the running back on the split, 2 guys in Hankton's face off the left end. You got to give it some kind of time.
They went with the running back right there, and thankfully because –
yeah, those first 2 guys, I mean, they were in the backfield as soon as he would have handed it off. Same formation.
Let's see how we come out here. We might try to get the ball to.
Hankton's in the gun. Hankton scanning the field. Got pressure. He is going to. I mean, there's.
He doesn't have time, especially when you got to try to get some. I don't know, get to the sticks and whatnot, but.
Trying to think of something positive to say, D. Wood. I mean, if your fans just
ain't been much positive, Brennan.
Bear with us. I mean, there's nothing positive for us to say.
D. Henry getting in it now.
He was out in the first half. D. Henry's going to bring you all hustle. I can promise you that.
Solid
Again,
punt this time, a lot better. It's good blocking right here, though.
Had his knee down.
See, throw the flag, throw the flag, throw the flag. There you go.
Did get the flag. He didn't want to pull it out of that pocket, D. Wood.
Well, he was struggling, you know. His first one he's thrown all game. It's a struggle sometimes. You forget where it's at sometimes.
$38-6, Haynesville here, 9:52 left in the third.
Brennan, get me. I mean, is that the first penalty on Haynesville?
It is.
I believe it is. I can't.
I'm not going to harp on it like we did at Grove, but.
I mean, no, this, yeah.
It's, I don't, yeah.
I mean, this is more Haynesville than anything, but this is just.
He's walking his 15 off, but he's walking side.
You know, Brennan, if I'm Haynesville, first play,
Take
I'm
a
running
knee.
a trap.
Victory formation.
Yeah, I feel might as well get the trap play out here.
See what D. Henry can do. He's into the ball game. Let's see what he can bring some energy to this
right
game.
There, 22.
I believe that's D. Henry on the
nicely.
tackle. Right off the bat, D. Henry makes his presence known. He's an energy player. He was dearly missed in the first half. That's a 3-yard gain.
I mean, they get a good push, but that's just.
I'll give credit where credit's due. D. Henry, he's a motor, man. If no kid's going to hustle on the field, D. Henry will hustle every play, and I can't stress that enough. Banks at stand-up linebacker is another one. I truly enjoy watching Banks play the game of football along with Pinister. We've just got to do a better job of wrapping up.
Coming out to this side, Hudson. Just got to wrap him up. Hudson does a good job of it.
Hammer time. Trying to do anything he can to fire this.
3rd and long again.
Trying to do anything they can to fire this team up. Junction, that's a positive you can take out of this game. Hammer Hudson's back and looks healthy, D. Wood.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you've been waiting to see, and he's a good, strong
He's played
player.
good tonight. I mean, he hasn't. He's blown the line up. If you can't tell, you know how big some of our kids are. You look at 79 and 78, man, they got some dudes up front.
They got some dudes over here in Haynesville.
Trap up the middle. That is Hodges.
22. It's going to.
Hodges on the tackle.
I mean, you hate to cheer for victories right here, but it's a small victory right here getting them.
Buddy, you can not cheer all you want. I've got 2 hands a clapping.
I mean, this is what you wanted right here. You got off the field. You wish you could have
Look who
done
you
this
got
on the
back
first
deep.
drive without the.
Are they going to punt it away from him, D. Wood? Dominique Grimes and JaCameron Flowers, both speedsters. JaCameron, the sophomore. Dom, the junior. See what we can do here, D. Wood. See if we can make something happen. I highly doubt they punt this ball downfield. Kick it to the sideline if I had to guess. They're going to punt it right at Dominique Grimes. We're going to get to see it. Puts it on the ground or covers it himself. Tried to make something happen that really wasn't there. Good coverage by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, should have just fair caught it. But he's trying to make a play.
Credit him for that. I mean, it's a 38-6 game. You go try to make a play. And I'm going to be honest with you, if he catches that clean,
that's a chance. You never know. And with him in open field, it's always a chance.
I didn't see anybody else on that sideline, and he had already got a full head of steam going.
Okay, I mean, kudos to him for being able to recover that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Hankton in the gun. Alongside him, Jordavion Williams. Got trips
to the far side, yeah.
Pinister this side.
Timeout Haynesville.
Haynesville's going to get a timeout. We're going to take 30 seconds with them. Junction City will take over here at the 42 on their own side of the field.
Kind of come out, maybe. Let's see how we're going to come out, which formation we got now. I think we're going to go doubles. Got the Grimes brother now. We're going to do trips now. We're going to send Pinister over this side.
Go ahead and take this one, D-Wood.
I'd like to see maybe try to get Dom the ball right here. Good little spot pass. Just get him in. That's what we got right here, Brennan.
It was pretty readable, D-Wood. Let's not take any credit. I mean, that one was about as readable as I've seen. Let's take a little time. We've talked about Byron and Devin, D-Wood. Let's give some credit. Let's start with the offensive coordinator, newcomer.
I mean, offensive coordinator, I mean, he's done a good job. Old Tally. I mean, it's
I've seen the.
I mean, you've seen, I mean, tonight's been a rough night, but I mean, that's kind of, it's not all on that. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's.
I thought he's done a fantastic job this year. Hankton, another spot pass to Dom. Dom's going to get trying to get around a tackle. He does,
outside.
Dom. Is he going to take it, D-Wood? Tripped up.
Tripped up right there. They're going to say he stepped out right about the 34-yard line.
That was Tally you were talking about. Let's credit Jack Smith, jack of all trades. Got Lassiter. Also, one of the most underrated pickups of recent memory, Lorenzo Dixon.
Yeah, that's a
man.
big
That
pickup.
is a huge pickup for Junction City. Lorenzo is a great person, great guy, just a great trainer, great coach.
Yeah, he's going to help develop these kids.
Something we've needed dearly. After the spot pass to Dom, Dom takes that down to the 34 into Haynesville territory. Hankton's in the gun. Fakes it. He's going to have to throw that deep. He's got Woody out back.
South out of bounds right there. Kind of.
Put it where about his guy
We're
could
about
make
to have
a play
a
on it.
discussion right here about something. I'm not sure what, but.
Where are they at? Oh, in the backfield?
Illegal procedure. Where's the flag at? It was. What I saw it, but I didn't see a flag come out.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the flag.
Pinister, he didn't line up on the ball, so it's a legal procedure. Didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage, but the flag never came out.
Got called in from the booth, I believe, D-Wood.
Louisiana special. They got booth refs.
8 in the booth. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 from the 40. Montre in the gun. Gets pressured. He's going to have to step back, and he's just going to – there's nothing he can do.
That's just –
That's 7-8. That's their special defensive lineman. He is a load. My goodness. Woo! I believe this is thought I heard a water break.
Yeah, the ref called a timeout on himself.
We're going to take 30 seconds with him, D-Wood. Hankton in the gun. Jordavion Williams behind him. He's going to hand that off to Williams. Williams
just stacked up. That's just the blocking by offensive line has left something to desire here, Brennan.
What blocking, DeWood? My goodness.
You gotta.
There's been no run game.
No run game, and you got to give the quarterback some time, especially on long downs.
He's thrown the ball exceptionally well tonight when he's had a few seconds to throw it.
But again, also, it's kind of, it's
right then he's
held on to it a little long, but
credit Haynesville's defensive front, man. They have came to play.
I mean, it's passing down. They're going to dial up the blitz, obviously. I mean, it's kind of
common sense, but
you try to see where the blitz is coming from, try to fit somebody in that hole. But I mean, they're credit to Haynesville. Again, I'm just trying to understand how the Grove game was so close.
I don't know.
Got a big tussle right here.
That's Flowers and 22.
I don't understand what that was all about.
Haynesville will take over at the.
You're trying to go down there and make coverage.
Well, I can tell you one thing, D-Wood, while we got a second. I know someone that will not be coming to another football game. And he better not even come to a basketball game either.
Yeah,
Caleb Tommy's in the house tonight. Lord have mercy, the kid. He's just
got that bad juju.
I don't think we've won a basketball game in 3 years with him coming.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason he decided to show up against old Mariana Lee. I don't know why at the state tournament, but
he came last year to a game. I'm not going to name the team we were playing. I said it's an easy win.
I'll name it Ouachita. It was a I don't know how
we get there. Montre's not dressed out, and we lose. My goodness.
Speed sweep right here.
Good job. Hendrick fought it off. Couldn't make the tackle. Who was that come up and popped him? 12? That was Corey Leary. There's a flag. I believe they're going to get that hold on the outside, D-Wood.
You got to love getting the flags right now when you're down by 32. It really helps build morale.
Well, enjoy D-Wood this week. He probably will not be with us.
I mean, the holds have been there, but
it's
we're
been
going to
a
get the
hold
calls
every play.
now. I mean, I'm not saying it's been a hold every play, but it's rough. That's just. You wish you could have got it earlier on some of them big runs. I mean, we called them out, but.
Yeah, it's at the 22. Haynesville will have it. What's going on here?
We got to discuss this. A holding penalty. It's a spot foul, 10 yards from the spot. I mean, the flag was at the line of scrimmage, but yet it's a 5-yard penalty judging by the sticks. See if we get this figured out.
Dude, I don't want to say it, but he's getting a lecture for throwing that flag.
Yeah, it might be.
Listen here, buddy, we don't throw those. And there hasn't been a ton of penalties called in the game, period,
really,
either side.
I mean, but it's been the ones that have been crucial ones by the Dragons, and some of them, I mean, well
they did it to themselves. Big hit up front. I couldn't tell who that was. He's got a lot of space. That was Baker that come back and made the tackle. I'm not sure who had that hit.
Offensive line for Haynesville is just completely manhandling the Dragon defensive line. It's
not even close.
I don't know. I think it's just the toughness isn't there right now. That's one thing at Junction. When we've had good football teams, we've always been able to hang our hat on, been able to eliminate the run game. And so far, it's just not happened.
No, it's been non-existent this year, D-Wood. Second and a foot.
Got to make those tackles, but
Cameron Flowers finally brings him down. Pinister was
right there.
got a fingertip on him, wasn't able to bring him down. 3:20 left here in the third.
Which, I mean, you see, Haynesville, that trap play we're talking about, they have that good offensive lineman right here, 79
Yes.
Ackland, and then they bring, 73 on the pull.
Yes.
I mean, that's
a lot of meat up front
that's
and a lot of power.
coming one way. 64, I mean, he's done a heck of a job blocking as well.
64 is a
He's
very
pulled
good
very
player
well.
for them. Haynesville's well coached. Right up the gut. Big Deuce got a paw on him. I believe that was
I mean, the thing you see is,
Pinister
I
as
mean,
well.
the defensive line's not kind of just stopping right there. They're getting shoved back.
2 yards every play,
Every
at least.
play.
So you're starting 2 yards deep every play as it is. 78 checking out for the Golden Tornadoes. He will be a big part of what they do this season, whatever they do. And, I mean, I can't harp on it enough, man. I just don't see how Grove stopped this. For them to only put up 21 points is very impressive.
False start. I'm going to back him up now. Be a
Going to false start on Haynesville. That'll back them up 5.
Derek Rocket does not want me to be comfortable right here. He could have easily went to the right and exited out the field, but he makes me lean up and go behind me. This guy. He does. Going to be 2nd and 12 right here. Hand up the middle, Deuce. Big play, just hold on. Don't throw it. It's
They want it. My God, you just finished the play. We haven't finished the play all night, and you want a penalty on the
yeah, that's the
one
first
we
time.
finish.
You got to have more of that, though. You got to have more fire. You got to have more. You got to have more of it.
Yeah, I just want to see him finish a play like that. I mean,
Yeah,
the Haynesville faithful hated it, but man, as many tackles as they just spun out of tonight, I want to see them finish it.
Yeah, you'd like to see it. I mean, see, we got a new number 15 coming in the fullback position. I believe it's a pass, Brendan. I mean, it's a
Yep, and he's right down the
hot
middle.
right there, wide open.
He dropped it.
And they run into each other. You know, that's the passing game I was talking about.
Get lulled to
they're
sleep.
not. First off, they're not known for their passing. I don't know. That's 2 straight possessions we've
Blown
been able to
coverage.
force a punt also, though, Brendan. It'd been nice to get something points. But, things just haven't gone the Dragons' way so far.
If it could go wrong tonight, it has gone wrong.
No doubt.
My goodness, there's a cricket that's landed on me. I don't know what's going on.
You flicked it.
I know. I don't know where it come
It's
from.
all the way over there. How did it? Yeah.
We're 50 rows deep in the Haynesville crowd. I thought it was a water bug. I was fixing to lose it. Headset was going flying and everything.
Another
There
good
it
punt
is.
right to him.
Dom.
I see good coverage again. And we're not going to be able to get on top of that one. Haynesville's getting it.
He fumbled it that last time, fumbled it again. He called the fair catch on that one, called it late.
Well, you almost got off the field right there.
The magic cricket did it for him. You don't see Dom drop too many balls, period. That's 2 in a row.
Old Geppetto up here hanging out
I
with
believe I heard a Harding Academy final at 51-27. That was over Boonville. That's a big. Boonville has played in a
very tough
very
non-conference.
tough non-conference schedule.
That same play, Brennan. That's
Hazen beats McCrory 48-6. Score's looking like it might be similar to that here.
It has been a struggle.
It's just us we've done gave up. We gave up at halftime. Carlisle
27, Desart 20 as a
Desart.
final. That's a big win for Carlisle. Kind of puts them up there, proving they're one of the top teams in 2A.
And he puts it on the building once again.
You know, Brennan, I got to be honest with you. That's probably a college player right there, honestly.
You know what? I just got a bottle of water taken from me, and I am upset. Wayne Pumphrey snatched it out of my hand, slapped me, and then took my water and drank it right in front of me, D. Wood.
This guy.
My goodness.
That's how he treats his volunteers. You hear that?
He makes us announce a 45-6 ball game strictly, and now he takes my water. He said, "You didn't earn it."
He did earn it.
We're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Junction City set to receive the kick. It is 45-6. Woo!
Not what you were looking for coming down here today, Brennan.
No, I didn't expect this. I knew it was going to be a tough game regardless.
And the first drive had you really thinking it was going to be a
There it is,
solid
a
game.
kick
Gonna
deep.
kick it back to
My
Tom.
goodness. Going to put that in the end zone.
Touchback. He hadn't shown that all game. And
He's
then he
kicked
just
it.
puts the boot into it.
Yes, kicked it 10 yards the last few times. Yeah, not 10 yards on that one. D-Wood, you start subbing them in and out now. Montre and them still in.
I mean, you don't want anybody to get hurt, but you also, like,
You got the backups in for Haynesville, I see.
yeah, you got to sit there and you got to,
If you're going to leave them in, I better see some blocking out of the line.
yeah.
Because you don't want to. You cannot take a chance of getting Hankton hurt.
No, not at all. Not especially when they have their second, third string in right now.
Hankton's going to keep that. He's going to throw it over the middle. Would have been complete
Had the ref been
if
looking.
the ref been looking. It was right at him.
Ref I guess he didn't want to be a part of the game there, Brennan.
He's going to stand there. Hankton was trying to involve him. My goodness.
Kind of, I mean, he hadn't been that bad. I didn't think that was kind of a longest yard situation right there, but
Woody was set up about 2 yards to his left.
I mean, it's
A message sent. No intent behind that one. He was just
Not at
side by
all.
side
Not
with
at all.
Grimes. Woody
got Dom
Grimes.
in the backfield here.
He's going to hand off to Dom. Dom's got a lot of space. Puts a move on, puts another move on, puts another move on. Finally brought down. Ooh, that one had me hold a little bit. Big hit from
Yeah.
behind there. Dominique Grimes with the big play. That's going to bring the third quarter to a close. It is 45-6 Haynesville. We're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be right back with Junction City's football. If you're still watching this game, we enjoy it and appreciate you to continue to watch and support these Dragons. Junction City has the football on side of the field at about the 48. Hankton in the gun. He's going to hand off to, no, he's going to keep it himself, pulls it himself, fighting for yards. Hankton's still going. That's a hard run.
Yeah, that was a hard run. I mean, there was really no running room whatsoever for him there, and he still picked up about 9 yards.
Man, the kid, dude, I know it don't show it on the scoreboard, but Hankton's had a game. I mean, he's done very well tonight.
He's done good, man. It's just
offensive line is
kind of let up a little bit.
Very subpar tonight. Hankton pulls that back. He's going to go for the deep ball.
Great pass.
Pretty ball. That's Woody Grimes. Great ball from Hankton. Great catch from Woody. Connected on for about a 44-yard touchdown.
He throws such a pretty ball, Brennan.
Hankton, man, like I said, he's only missed on 3 or 4 balls tonight. That's the play we've also talked about. You kind of want to see more of that deep ball to Woody where he can get that full head of steam going downfield. And I think you're fixing to see it come conference.
Yeah, he's a very speedy receiver right there. And also, like we talked
Good
about,
size.
he's very strong as well.
Oh,
Kind of
kick
a
to
bad
the side. Mr. Automatic puts that up
Doesn't
and
phase
true.
him. Doesn't phase
He had
him,
3
Brennan.
guys in the back. I don't know how he got it off,
It
D-Wood.
doesn't phase him. Lake Village last week didn't feel like pressuring at all. It didn't matter. Haynesville right there in his face doesn't phase him.
He didn't get the nickname for no reason, D-Wood. Mr. Automatic, you give him just a small crease, he's going to thread the needle and put that between the uprights every time. We're going to take 30 seconds with them. It's 45-13 here, 11:20 left in the ball game. $11:21 left in this ball game after the long strike to Devontae Grimes.
You know, Brennan, I'm not kicking at the 4 here.
We'll go ahead and figure that out. He is not going to kick that. It's going to hit the oh, it got by him, D-Wood.
Got by him. You know, this is
just sets it up for a longer return. Oh, who was that?
Caldwell coming in there. You like to see that effort right there.
Caldwell come out and got a player down.
Got number
I'm not
65.
sure.
I can't tell. It looked like he's holding his knee, Brennan.
We're going to take 30. Hold on. He's up.
No, he's up. They called timeout for injury, but
We're going to take 30 seconds. The defense has really stepped up here in the second half, D-Wood. Kind of shot themselves in the foot with the fumble on the punt, but I've seen positives. They had the big kickoff return.
They started it off, but after that, it's only been one drive they've really done anything.
And that was after the fumbled punt. Going to hand off on this side. I believe that was Big
Deuce and Baker.
Big Deuce and Baker. Deuce has had 3 or 4 of those tonight that you're like, I can see it. Now, granted, this is going to be the second.
mean, there's still some starters on the offensive line out there for Haynesville. So
I was about to say 7-9
7-9
still in there. 60 still in there.
60, 64 as well. Still some starters on the offensive line. So, I mean, that was good pressure by the defensive line getting back there. But
That's about the third or fourth tackle there at the line there for Big Deuce. You're starting to see it, D. Wood. Kind of a presence known at the middle, but you want to see more consistency out of it. Again, he blew his guy up, but he gets around this right side. Pinister chases him down.
That was a very good fake right there, Brennan, is what that was.
Yes, it was. I thought it was going on the right side, and it was blown up. It's going to pick up pretty close.
3rd and 3 is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I believe his quarterback position for Haynesville, I believe the kid is just a sophomore. If the roster we got was correct.
Good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's got a bright future ahead of him as well. Right up the middle, number
gut.
15, just
Chased down by DeCorey Larry. You know what play's coming, D. Wood, and couldn't stop it. .14 left in this one, D. Wood. Hand off to this side. I believe that was Banks.
Banks was a good play, but
Good
again,
tackle.
that's after about 3 yards right there. But I mean, they're making just holes for these running backs to run through right here, Brennan.
Yeah, and this is the second, third group of linemen, D. Wood. I mean, it's steady, new guys coming in and out, and they're still getting that push.
It's their starting defensive line. I say, as far as I can see, they got one starter still on the offensive line right now.
End up right off the gut, man. He's going to take that.
It's
Down
still
to about the 35, 44. Good-looking kid. Not doing anything fancy. They're just coming right at you.
Oh, that was right up the middle. I mean, it's,
.740 left in the game.
back with the same thing right here. Pretty much a 6-man front, pretty much right here, Brennan. And
No hiding what
stuffed
they're
it
going
up.
to do. Who was that? Baker?
That's Hudson right there.
Hudson. Hammer Hudson. Seven minutes left in this one. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Man, they're just going to line up, do the same thing over and over again. I mean,
If you can't stop it, why not?
nah. 15 coming opposite side.
Spun out and made a few yards. Nothing really there. I believe B. Lee was on that tackle. Down to 6:22 left in this one.
45-13.
I believe it's a 2:30 kickoff tomorrow for the Tide. I'm sure everybody will be tuned into that one to see how they respond after their loss to Texas. I'm expecting some big things there.
Yeah. Yeah, timeout. Refs. Officials timeout.
Kind of a weird time for that, but we'll take 30 seconds with them. Six-minute mark to go in this one. Haynesville's got a 3rd and 5 situation. Going to come around this end, and good containment, and he bounces right out. He might take that. Woody's going to try to chase him down, and he's going to put it in the end zone.
That was.
God bless it, that cricket's back, they would. I don't know what in the world.
He ain't coming my way, so I ain't that worried about him.
There's one in front of Gary now. The crickets are taking over here in Haynesville.
Low snap.
There's crickets everywhere up here.
You know. No, Denton. That's not how we do things. Yeah. We get an opportunity to sit there and block a kick, and
I think he missed it,
he
dude.
missed it. We get a false start.
Backed them up. We're going to take 30 seconds. Junction City will have the football when we return. Haynesville getting set to kick this one. It is 51-13. I repeat, 51-13, Haynesville.
I counted 8 crickets, Brennan.
Y'all heard me on that break. My goodness, there
8
is crickets
crickets
everywhere up here. They're landing on me. I think D-Wood counted 8 of them. I'm not a big fan of bugs. Do what? Gets a 15-yard run. My goodness.
Big return here. Big return.
That's JaCameron Flowers, the sophomore. Misplays it. He's going to pick it up at the 9. JaCameron, he's going to try to cut around. If he can beat a couple of guys there, 2 is going to hunt him down. JaCameron, he's better just go ahead and get down.
He's got to go down.
Good coverage there by Haynesville. Another thing right then I saw, D-Wood, a lot of just standing and watching him there, though. Go block somebody.
Yeah, that was. Seems like a few people have checked out.
5:20 left in this one. Another cricket has arrived.
Gee. There we go.
Hankton is in the gun. Alongside him, Jordavion
Low
Williams, low
snap.
snap.
First
He's going to
best
hand
snap
off to
of the
Williams. Williams gets through the initial line of scrimmage. Pretty good game there on first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's. You see Williams get some running room. You see he hits the hole quick. A 10th cricket has arrived.
There's the one in front of Gary. I don't know what's going on here.
Gary's
He
making
just-
a pet of this cricket over here.
He just petted it.
Another low
Hankton's in the
snap.
gun. He's going to go deep. That's Woody again. A pretty ball. Home run ball for Hankton. Woody Grimes.
I mean, that's.
Again, that's kind of what you wanted to see.
You wanted to see it's a little late in the game, but that's. I mean, that's.
You're building for next week. Get anything positive you can out of this. Another beautiful thrown ball by Hankton.
Beautifully. I mean,
Woody ran right underneath it.
that's,
Housed
I mean, that's. You can't have a better thrown ball. I mean, and Woody, he is an excellent deep route runner, man. He's just.
And we haven't had a lot of deep routes for him this year. Hankton's missed him on the two. One of them, he kind of threw off an off foot. The other one, offensive line, let him down. It's going to bring Cole Henry in. Let's get this in first before we start talking about that some more. Once again, there's just people all in his face, and he
doesn't
threats
phase
it.
him. Doesn't phase him. And pats number 12 on the back for good effort.
My goodness. I mean, he had 3 kids all over him, D-Wood. We're going to take 30 seconds with him as we try to get rid of a few of these crickets. We'll be back in 30. After the long touchdown by Woody Grimes from Hankton.
Mr. Cole Henry with a good PAT, about to kick off right here. We're going to see what he decides to do.
Where's all this water coming from over here? The air conditioner?
Kind of find
Gary's
the hole right
standing
there. Number 2, who's caught
Catches
some
that like a
passes
center
today.
fielder. Who was that coming out the tackle?
Caldwell and
Henry and Caldwell? No, I got one other one.
Caldwell, and who is that getting up?
That's Banks. Should have known. There's another one. He's streaking down the left sideline over here, right in front of you. Folks, we're up to 19 crickets up here by us. Junction City defense will take over with 4:14 left in this one. It's 51-20 Haynesville.
88 for Haynesville, man. That kid, solid 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, they haven't thrown him the ball tonight, have they?
Well, no, he's just now gotten in. We're just not gonna. No.
Cameron Flowers is on him. They're going to hand it off right up the gut.
Again,
He has
this
met
is
Banks.
starters.
Banks is finally going to bring him down. 44 is a good-looking kid.
Again, Brennan, this is our
Third string for Haynesville. This is our starting
defense
group.
right here. You can't.
No, I agree. We have gave up on this one, D-Wood. Defense has – there's no fire underneath this defense. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
Gonna
Hand
come
off
over to
around this
15.
end. Pinister couldn't
gotta
finish
wrap
it.
up.
Banks is going to
Good hit right there by Larry.
– that was decoy, Larry.
Kind of pick up the first down, but
Jeter's going to check in. Hodges is going to check out.
well, about 2:45 left in this game. 51-20 in favor of Haynesville. It's been a rough one, Brennan.
Got the stop, D. Wood.
I mean, yeah, you got to stop finally. But, I mean, you sit there, you think about it, Brendan,
Jeter.
the way you have done 10 for 10 because you've had the one guy split out on the receiver out there. It's 10 men on 10 men on 10 men.
They just
and
beat
you've
our
just
10
been
men.
outmanned. I mean, that's just simple as that.
The bright spot of the night, Lamontre Hankton has had his best passing game of the season, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting his final stats.
Woody Grimes has also got a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, man, it's been a career night for him as well.
Dom had a big kickoff return. Thought he got in on another one.
Yeah, we get a little excited.
Handoff around that side. He's going to get tackled. I believe B. Lee was the first one that got to him. It was. Followed up by Penister Banks.
It's almost Woody's still down.
We're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be right back. Third down and 10. Woody got off on his own power. Minute 18 left in this one.
Roll out pass. He's going to roll out bootleg it. He's going to pick up the first down.
Marion Henry. Let's go ahead and start talking about this one a little bit and wrap this thing up with a minute 07 left. You got conference starting next week. We go to Falk. We all know how tough it is to play at Falk. I don't care what kind of team Falk has. It's always going to be a competitive game. They're very good at home. Yeah, a sneaky team. What do you want to see Junction come out and do starting off the gate next week?
Well, I'd like to see some improvement on the line of scrimmage, Brendan, because today it has been non-existent. It's the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball has been completely manhandled, and it's just – that's not Dragon football, and it's got to get better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and victory formation for Haynesville. The bright spot tonight, Lamontre Hankton looked very good throwing the football.
Yeah, I mean, he spun it well. I mean, when he had time and all that, he did well, but
you got to give him time. You've got to bring the energy. Junction City football is known for winning the trenches, and we have not done that yet this year. We have not stopped the run. You've got Prescott in 2 weeks, not looking ahead of Falk, but you've got Prescott. And guess what? You come in and play like you did tonight, you're going to have a similar result.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot of improvement here in 2 weeks. I mean, you got to improve for next week as well. But
well, folks, we will be going to Falk next week in DSN. We'll be traveling for that one. I'm not sure on the service at that one. I'll post something, and if not, Miss Melissa will post it on the page. If something goes wrong with the service, we'll keep you updated as best we can, and we plan to bring it to y'all. We'll see y'all next week at Falk.
The following has been an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.